Hello and welcome to Trojan Talk. I'm your host, Aaron Taylor. My guest today is Morgan Drinkard. She's Publicity Chair for TroyFest, here to talk about TroyFest. Thanks for joining me here today.
Thank you for having me.
And once again, TroyFest, it's a fun opportunity for people to gather on the square for some arts and crafts and a little bit of fun as well, and fellowship. But give us, folks that don't know, kind of an overview of what TroyFest is all about.
Okay, TroyFest is the premier fine art and craft festival for the Central Alabama region, and we have more than 90 artists that will feature their artwork, photography, painting, glasswork, woodwork, two-dimensional, three-dimensional art, fabric art, and the downtown square is full of tents. We have a farmer's market, a community corner, an entertainment stage, and there's really something for everyone.
Something for everyone, and arts and crafts are the basis of this. Is the backbone of it. And this year, there's opportunity. I know there's some new artists that you have not had here, and actually a pretty good number of new artists are going to be present for anybody that's attended for the past few years. So.
That's right. If you've been to TroyFest, it's not a seen one, seen all. TroyFest changes each year, and so this year we have more than 40 new artists for our festival, and that's in a variety of categories, including painting and folk art and photography, and from all over the United States. We have artists from Tampa, Florida, Louisiana, Michigan, Indiana, and then of course our local state artists as well.
And of course, one of the main things of this festival is the fact that this art is there for sale. These vendors are here, these artists are here to sell their work. So you get a chance to see this work, buy the work, but also in a lot of cases kind of learn how some of this stuff is made and manufactured.
Yeah, exactly. This festival supports artists, and artists are people, and this is a way to, sometimes people ask me, do you support the arts? Do you not support the arts? And a lot of times I say, you don't really get to decide. Artists are people, so you can support people or you cannot. And we love these artists. We have really enjoyed building community around these artists. And yes, just like you mentioned, you can get the opportunity to see how a lot of this artwork is made. A lot of our artists are demonstrating artists, and so they'll actually be painting or making some of their craft, and so you'll get the chance to see yourself, share with family members how this art is made.
And in addition to the art, one of the best things that I feel about TroyFest is just the opportunity that it's there on the square. It's a community event, and there's an opportunity that even though the art is there, and you can fellowship with your fellow community members and just have a kind of good time in this art-filled area down there.
Yeah, the time of fellowship is wonderful. We hear a lot of stories about people, their springtime reunion is meet me at TroyFest. We'll gather together at TroyFest and spending time with family, friends, community members, even colleagues, and getting the chance to just have a fun weekend in downtown Troy. The festival's free of charge, so shouldn't be anything holding anyone back. We're also a rain or shine festival, so unless there's severe weather, these artists have traveled, they want to show their work, and we want to let them do that. So we're a rain or shine festival, open to the public.
And in addition to the festival atmosphere, we've talked about the art, but there's also some opportunities for some food in addition to fun. I know a lot of people, that's one of the first stops when they get to TroyFest is some of those kind of carnival themed type foods that you can get at TroyFest.
Yes, we call that our festival food favorites. Everything fried, dipped in fry batter and fried, barbecue, and then cold treats like lemonade and sweet tea. And we have 13 food vendors this year at TroyFest, and of course our great restaurants on the square. So we don't think anyone will be hungry or lacking for good food or drink in downtown Troy.
You'll be able to grab a snack and then wander through. In addition, and also one of the things I know a lot of times some of the community organizations and stuff will be a part of TroyFest as well, and give an opportunity for the folks in the community to learn about some of these organizations that are helping out in the community as well. So
yes, we have a community corner each year where nonprofit organizations can have a booth, and we have everything from the Boys and Girls Club to the Humane Society, and this is a chance for them to interact with community members, maybe tell them a little bit more about their organization, and that's always a really fun part of TroyFest as well. The Master Gardeners, they'll be selling their plants, but it's the one day a year. They grow plants throughout the year to sell at TroyFest, and so it's an exciting time for everyone.
And so if anyone is interested in TroyFest, I guess we really haven't mentioned the dates yet at this point. It's the last weekend in April, but kind of give us hours and all that sort of information.
TroyFest is always held the last Saturday and Sunday in April. So this year, that's April 27th and 28th. The hours are Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Sunday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Then we'll also have a church service on the downtown square at 9 a.m. prior to the festival opening.
All right, an opportunity for folks to actually do some fellowship and some worship there on the square as part of TroyFest. And if anybody has any information, wants to see more information, they can hit your Facebook page. Is that correct?
Yes. Our Facebook page, TroyFest, one word, Art Festival, or TroyFestArts.com. But our Facebook page and our Instagram accounts will be where the updated information, entertainment schedule will be posted, and any announcements.
All right, well, good luck with this year's festival. Thanks for joining me today.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us on today's edition of Trojan Talk.